This video is all about principles of transactional analysis as a coach.
Hi, it's Ruth Kudzi, founder of Optimus Coach Academy and Ruth Kudzi Coaching Limited. I am passionate about helping people live the lives they want to live on their terms through supporting people to train and develop as coaches and supporting people in my coaching business to build and grow their businesses.
And what I'm going to say is I am not a transactional analyst. Actually, the person who teaches this and who helps us develop the course is. However, I use the principles and the research that I've done, the study that I've done, the training that I've done in my coaching and for me as an individual. So one of the things that I find really useful is understanding your drives, understanding sometimes what are the things that can be unhelpful for us in life, and they go, be strong. So if you've got a drive to be strong, then you're always, I have to be strong. I have to be the strong person. I have to not show emotion. I have to deal with everything. So obviously you've got those broad shoulders. You're dealing with everything because you're strong. But sometimes you might not be letting out the emotion. Sometimes you might not be letting others in. Sometimes you might not be really talking about what is going on. Or one that I have done, a lot of work on, probably had quite a lot of therapy on, which is being a people pleaser. So instead of putting your own needs first, you put others' needs first. And if you're a people pleaser, you might not be very good with boundaries. So you might let people overstep your boundaries, or you might not set them. And definitely at the beginning of my coaching business, I learned this the hard way, because I would reply to clients if they messaged me late at night, early in the morning. And what I realised was that I wasn't showing clear boundaries. I wasn't modelling to them. And equally, I don't want anyone thinking that you have to reply at certain times of the day. It's something that in the business we say, you are responsible for checking in on your emails during your working hours when you have flexible working. You do not need to reply straight away. You do not need to reply in the evenings, at weekends, bank holidays, when you're on holiday. That is not appropriate. So people pleasing and boundaries and weak boundaries go hand in hand. So it might be that you need to work on your boundaries. Again, you might be working with clients on this. Then we have the hurry up driver. Come on, quick, hurry up. Now, sometimes when you see this overdone, you can see people who are kind of waiting for somebody else to speak. They're very quick to act. They might not always think things through. Again, this is one of my drivers. Under stress, sometimes these behaviors can be exaggerated. So maybe the be strong when something stressful is happening, they're really not showing any emotion. They're kind of keeping it all in. Or the people pleaser, meeting everybody else's needs before themselves. Hurry up driver, quick, let's do it now, let's take action, come on. Again, elements of this can be helpful, but it also is not always helpful. Then we have the be perfect driver. And the be perfect driver, now obviously we can have more than one of these drivers, and they can work and they can interact with each other, or they can be in conflict with each other. So be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. I have to be perfect. So be perfect. I'm meticulous. Imagine a be perfect and a hurry up. Conflicting. So understanding it's okay for things not to be perfect. Supporting people with this. Again, in times of stress, that might come out even more, that be perfect. The try hard. I always need to try hard. I need to work hard. There's always more I can do. I think we've heard people use that language, haven't we? So all of us will have combinations of these, and these are from when we're very young. So, be perfect, try hard, hurry up, people please, be strong. And as a coach, it's great for us to identify what we're at and also start to think about more helpful ways of dealing with things, and to identify what our triggers are, what our stresses are. But also with clients, we might want to work with them to help them understand these different drivers and what's going on for them, and also to understand others. I always think transactional analysis is great about understanding ourselves, but also understanding others. The reason that person is being meticulous about that report is because for them it needs to be perfect. Now, if you're a lawyer, you might want someone who's got a bit of be perfect, but in many other jobs, it might be seen as a blocker, especially if you've got a hurry up person there. The try hard might be working all of the hours. They might be, throwing everything in. I've got to try hard, I've got to do my best. But actually they might be sacrificing their well-being. And I said before, the people pleaser not having boundaries. So it's about understanding ourselves as coaches, because if we seek to understand ourselves and we're aware, and I find this so interesting, self-awareness. Everybody thinks they're self-aware, don't they? Everyone thinks, oh my gosh, I'm so self-aware, I know myself so well. The majority of us all of us, I think, have got blind spots. So allowing yourself to see yourself through other people's lenses, building your self-awareness, starting to see, these are my trigger points. Okay? When I'm under pressure, I go into manic hurry up mode. And I remember at the beginning of the pandemic recording a podcast actually with the brilliant Lucy Power, who teaches TA for us at Optimus, and we were both in hurry up. So it was like the podcast was on double speed. It wasn't. It was on normal speed. We were on double speed and we were convincing ourselves that we were okay. We're fine, there's nothing to see here, we're okay. So interesting to see how it plays out in you and in your relationships. Really interesting. So that's the drives. So then we have the drama triangle. And we know that some people always seem to be in some kind of drama. And in the drama, we have the persecutor, the victim, and the rescuer. We can all step into different areas of this drama triangle. But again, think about yourself. Are you the person who's actually creating the drama? Are you the person who's a victim? I can't believe this is all happening to me. Or are you the person who's always rescuing people from that burning building? And again, it's great to have a look at this and be honest and have conversations. Maybe you're having them with a coach, maybe you're having them, you're doing some self-reflection on where you are. It could be that you're having supervision and you're having that through a transactional analysis lens. But also our clients as well. If they keep being in victim mode, what's going on? What are they gaining from being here? And again, we go into these roles because of our past experience and from growing up. These roles are from when we're very young. I know for me, I was a classic rescuer, and I've seen this in my business, and I'll be very frank here, that actually a few times I have been the rescuer in business relationships where I've taken on people to work with me because I felt that I'm rescuing them from something. Now the thing here, of course, it's never worked out. Of course it's not worked out. Because I'm rescuing them. They haven't asked to be rescued. They haven't said, I need help. I've decided or perceived that they need help. So therefore, I've rescued them, given them some hours, given them a job, and guess what? They're in wherever the majority of people in that situation, in this experience, but in that victim mode. They don't want to be rescued. They want to stay there. That's not what they're looking for. And they didn't ask to be rescued. So actually, my ego is rescuing people. I'm thinking that I'm doing great things, and it doesn't work out. So I, again, have done a lot of work on this. I remember having a realization, oh my gosh, I've been doing this, and nobody asked me to do this. And actually it's a bit patronizing. When I was in Santorini with one of my good friends, okay, this is a pattern. Well, how can I change that pattern? How can I become more aware? And again, we can use this with clients. And the third thing that I'm going to talk about in terms of transactional analysis is understanding, when we're going into adult mode, parent mode, or child mode. So sometimes we might be the rebellious child or the critical parent. And so we're stepping into a different role in the dynamic and we're not being an adult. And again, this is really interesting for us because we might step into all of those different roles during a day in our families, in our relationships. But also as a coach, we need to be aware of when we might be slipping into, I know for me, I can sometimes be
You know, I can sometimes be a little bit in that parent mode. Is that helpful for my clients? No. So it's about that self-awareness and doing that work, which again, I've spent a lot of time, money and energy doing. But equally, it's about helping support our clients so they can understand, okay, the reason I'm doing this is because. So, transactional analysis, super, super interesting, helps us to understand ourselves, helps us to understand our clients, and can help support our clients with specific exercises. It's really funny, it's used in a lot of leadership stuff, but they don't always call it transactional analysis. So lots of organisations use it as well, but we might call it, you know, understanding yourself, or understanding dynamics, those kind of things. It's something that we teach on our professional coaching diploma. So if you want to find out a little bit more, come and have a look over here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd like you to like and subscribe. And remember to keep abreast of all of our new videos. Just ring that bell and you'll be notified when any new ones come out. And we'd love to hear feedback from you. So if you'd like to post beneath your biggest takeaway, and equally anything that you'd like to hear me talk about, we're always open to feedback.